Hello, welcome to the lesson of giving your opinion. My name is Ronnie. Do me a favor, go to YouTube. Go to my page, English Lessons for You, and subscribe to my channel. Watch out for imitators. I'm the real deal. Be careful. I'm going to teach you guys how to give your opinion. Now, you might think, Ronnie, I already know how to give my opinion. If someone says, hey, do you like pizza? And I say, it's so-so. Your opinion is so-so. Guess what? That's a really bad answer. So, I want to teach you some techniques to continue a conversation when you have to give your opinion. This happens all the time. Maybe you went to a new restaurant, or you saw a movie, or you went to a new pub or bar or restaurant. And you want to tell people, oh my God, it was great. I went to the new restaurant that opened up, and your friend says, how was it? And you say, okay. What kind of answer is okay? Was it good? Was it bad? Did you get diarrhea? Did you like it? What did you eat? So, when someone asks you your opinion, instead of giving short one-word answers, yes, I liked it, it was great, you need to expand and you need to give more information. Here's a list of things that you should not say when someone asks your opinion. So, how was the movie? So-so. What the hell does so-so mean? So means yes and no at the same time. If someone said to me, it's so-so, I think it's bad. Don't say that. Maybe your friend and you saw the same movie, and someone asked your friend, hey, how was the movie? Your friend said, well, it was a little boring and there wasn't a lot of action. I didn't really like it that much. The conversation naturally would go to you and you go, same. Same what? Please don't do this. It's so frustrating when you're trying to have a conversation with someone. Don't say same. You are an individual. Please give the person your opinion. You can say something like, well, I agree it was boring, but add your own spice of life, add your own opinion. So instead of saying same, you can say, I agree. And then add your information. The next one. Now, if you're a little shy and someone offers you something, for example, would you like to have free English lessons? Sure, is a good answer. But if you're giving your opinion, for example, did you like the new restaurant that you went to last night? Sure. Sure is a really, really bad answer. What again you want to do is expand on your answer. This is the worst thing you can say if someone asks you your opinion or if they ask you a question about something. As an example, someone might say, Ronnie, are you from Canada? Of course. Well, excuse me for asking. You only are going to use of course if someone has asked you a very, very stupid question or a question that they already know the answer to. As an example, you could say, Ronnie, you're from Canada. Do you have red hair? And I'd say, of course I do. You can see it. So when you answer of course, it does not mean the same as yes. Of course is a very, very rude way to answer someone's question if they ask you something. So please be very careful of this. Are you enjoying your English lessons? Of course. Good answer. Maybe. Do you like Ronnie, teacher? Maybe. Maybe? What does maybe mean? So, maybe, sure, same, so-so, garbage. Don't use them. Maybe. Are you not going to tell me the answer? Is it a secret? Don't say maybe. Another one that a lot of you guys say it's unnecessary unless you want to exaggerate something. So let's say again that you went to a new pizza shop and you ordered some really spicy pasta at a pizza store. That's okay. So you get the pizza or the pasta that's really spicy and you eat it. And your friend goes, "Hey, how's your spicy pasta?" You're going to say, "It's spicy." You do not need to say, "It's spicy for me," because you are the one talking. So you can just say, "It's spicy." Now, the way that we would use this correctly is to exaggerate something. Example, if you're having pasta that's really, really spicy and your friend is having the same pasta dish, maybe your friend is eating it and goes, "Oh, wow, this is not spicy for me." You are exaggerating that one is spicy and one isn't. So you're eating it, you're dying, you're crying, your face is turning red. You say, "Oh, God, this is spicy." Your friend's like, "This isn't spicy for me." So you're exaggerating your point. Be careful about this one. So these ones, don't use them. This one, only if you're exaggerating a point. This are the good ones. These are the good guys. These ones don't exist anymore. Sometimes people will ask you a conversation or ask you a question in a conversation that you have never even thought about before in your life. Instead of you saying, "I don't know," you're going to do things like this. "Ooh, I don't know, but let me think." As an example, do you think that in Canada we should have drinking allowed on the streets? Because in Canada, in Ontario, it's illegal. You cannot drink alcohol in the streets. Maybe in your country, you can drink everywhere. You're lucky. And you've never thought about this concept of not being able to drink somewhere. So it's a new idea. The police are coming to get me. They know that I have been drinking in the streets. Here they come. They didn't catch me. I still got my Canada Dry. So if you have ever been thinking about drinking in Canada, you're more than welcome to drink Canada Dry. It's pop. Soda pop. This is not a beer, unfortunately. If you'd like to buy me a beer, I wouldn't mind. So if you have to give your opinion on something and you have never thought about it before, you can say, "I don't know, but let me think. I think drinking in Canada should be allowed on the street." This gives you enough time to think about your opinion. Instead of saying, "I don't know," and ending your conversation, you're going to actually give yourself time to think about it. You can even say this, "I've never thought about that before, but..." And again, you're going to have time to think about your opinion. This is a doozy. If someone asks you something that you don't want to tell them the truth about, for example, maybe you go to your friend's house for dinner, and your friend makes you a dinner that you didn't really like. You don't want to tell the person that the dinner was so-so, or "Sure, I liked it," or "Maybe I liked it," or "Of course I liked your dinner." You can use this. "It was interesting." "How was the movie last night?" "Well, it was interesting." This phrase is very, very useful. Interesting usually has a positive meaning. It usually means something that you think made you think. We can say this. So, "Wow, that was an interesting topic you talked about." But when you're asked about your opinion of something, if something is interesting, it kind of means that you didn't like it. Please be careful when you use this. because you better know that engVid.com is interesting and not interesting. Be careful. It has two meanings, but depending on how you deliver it, it can be good. Good example. How was the dinner? It was interesting. People think that it was positive. If your facial expression and your intonation is, it was interesting, they're going to know something's wrong. So, words and facial expressions, be careful. Sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. The next time someone asks you your opinion in a conversation, please do not give one-word answers or these crazy, stupid, really, really bad answers. Please try and give your opinion. If you need time to think about it, you can use these expressions. Tell me what you think of this video and be honest. Bye.